Welcome back. Welcome back. That was the longest transition ever. No, just kidding. We have in the studio no stranger to me and no stranger to anyone that works here. It's Ian Reynolds. He is a lot of times behind the scenes technical everything. And both my sons have taken this business way on down the road further than where I would ever take it. And when we talk about things, sometimes I go, duh. This is way over my head. But welcome to the show, Ian.
Thank you,
I think for the people that are watching today that don't know the progress of what we're moving into is, and I think it was a problem that developed with our specific need a few years ago. Kind of tell that story if you don't mind.
Well, the transition from analog to digital totally changed the landscape of television. Mm-hmm. And now everything is moving over networks, over the internet. Even all of our equipment now is all communicates through a network.
Okay.
And there's no more. I mean, it's just totally different. And we've been here 15 years, and it's an entirely different world, and we've had to adapt to make that change. So everything is digital, and everything is sent in bits of ones and zeros, and we've really had to become experts at a new technology we weren't introduced to when we started. So. Yeah, we had an issue with getting our signal from our broadcast facility, our studios, to our tower site. Mm-hmm. And we started out initially in Harrison with a wire to the cable company down when we were on the square. And then we were looking for a place where we could see the mountain to be able to get it over here. And the technology then, the microwave technology, was so extremely expensive that we were trying to find alternatives to make that work. And some of the devices we came across, we realized we could convert our analog signal into a digital signal and back to an analog signal back at the tower. So as this progressed, we started learning it and getting it to work and tinkering with it. And I know a lot of people you run a TV station, and what do you do all day? But I mean, honestly, it's figuring this stuff out.
And it's the thing about it, it changes so quickly. Like me, for instance, if you don't keep up with it, you and Gil have taken on the new technology aspect of it, and you kind of know just from the information piled up on top of each other. All of those little bits of information have become your overall knowledge now, and it's actually have got you into a position where you're experts in the field, because there are people that do what we do that rely on Ian and Gil to tell them how to do it, because they're confused like everyone else is.
Yeah, we really are. I mean, it would be very difficult for somebody to come in and fill our shoes, because there's not a job description or a way you can go to school and say this is what you're going to do.
It changes too quickly.
It's all in the field learning, and the learning what we've put together over years to try to go back and figure it all out would be a humongous chore.
Well, what we're talking about today is local internet in a rural setting.
Yep.
Now, we both live in a rural setting, and we live in an area 12, 13 miles from Harrison, south of Harrison, and it's not serviced very well with adequate, stable, reliable internet.
Yeah.
And for years, we've tried to get it, and we've been frustrated with it. And so with the technology that you and Gil have kind of stumbled onto, we originally could send it from one location to our home through devices. So basically, we could have internet here at the office and send it home, and we could use it.
Oh, okay.
So what that has led to is the ability, after testing that for how many years we had that at home without much problem at all, 5 years maybe?
5 years at least, yeah.
We have stepped into, and I'll let Ian tell it more details, a contract with a provider that will give us big chunks of internet that we can send to people that are inadequately served now
Wow.
with internet. And we're not talking about dial-up internet or the kind of internet where you have to wait and it takes forever to show things. We're talking about internet that where you can watch full HD movies and do your gaming and do your internet, do all day long without any limit to the data that you use.
Yeah.
Am I saying that correctly?
You're absolutely right. You know, in the gaming world, everything is about ping. Is how it's not really, you know, how much you can send, but it's how fast you can get it back. Because when you are navigating through those games and you click to fire or you're or navigating your map, and a lot of these are very intense, time responsive games, you want to be able to instantaneously make decisions based on where everything's at.
Right.
And in the current internet they've got now,
Yeah.
there's no response. They may fire, but they don't. It's frustrating to even because it's not real-time play, right?
Especially with satellite, because they're having to send it miles and miles and miles away.
Okay.
We've been able to acquire or install, or whatever you want to call it, a fiber connection up on the mountain. It's the same fiber that you know, Verizon uses for their cell service signal, and it's extremely fast. I mean, we're talking about 5-6 milliseconds ping. Most providers, cable providers, you're looking at 40 to 50 milliseconds to ping. But
Wow.
so at our
So
tower
that's
site,
slow.
well, no, that's still really fast. That's
Okay.
anything less than 100 milliseconds is fast
good,
enough to
okay.
play gaming
Okay.
on. But yeah, we're talking 5 or 6 milliseconds there at our tower site.
So we're
for the
faster
fiber
than
line.
fast.
Yeah, fast is, I don't know how you can get much faster than that. And then the technology that we're using, actually, every device you go through, it has a processing time. So you have another millisecond or 2 milliseconds. But from Boat Mountain to your home is only another millisecond or 2. So you're still well within 10 milliseconds usually to be able to reach your home. So it's amazingly
I know
fast.
with like the antenna type, you have to be where you can see Boat Mountain for it to work. Is that the same with the internet?
Well,
or-
the antenna, the television broadcasts actually penetrate through trees a little bit better. This is very much line of sight. You can go to some, I want to say slower technology that will pass through trees. Even the 4G signal is pretty fast, but what this really allows you to do is it's extremely fast, but what we have chosen to start with is a 5.8 megahertz spectrum, and it's line of sight. Now, as we grow, we may be able to add customers who may have a few trees between their
Right.
location and the tower, and that is available to us.
It's just a slower, because it penetrates it, maybe just a
Yeah.
millisecond slower,
Yeah,
which
there's-
they may not be able to tell, but
Yeah, if you're just doing regular streaming, you're not ever going to notice it. But the gamers are very particular, you know. And there's a lot of people that want to be able to play games out, and they're at their homes, you know. And this is going to be able to help them be able
If you
to do
can
that.
see Boat Mountain.
Yeah.
So, what do people need? Is there a place they can go to see like a map of, like on a homepage or our Facebook page? I know that you've got a Facebook page
Yep.
for the broadband stuff. You
Yeah,
wanna-
we have a Facebook page, Hometown TV's Rural Broadband. If you just
Okay.
Hometown TV, you'll see it there. It has a list of our coverage map, and you know, if you have a question, just send me a Facebook message through our Facebook page there, or call the station here at the office, and I can check your address and see if it'll work for you.
That's 741-4891.
That's right.
yeah.
And even people who, I've got one customer right now where, you know, he can see the mountain from his barn, and we're just bouncing it from his barn to his house. So yeah, this.
Well, and I
it's
saw
agile
something
like
about
that.
you were out actually in my area on Zink Road, and were able to set up one there that.
Yep.
And I think what people need to know is, they probably think, well, I live on this road, can I get it?
Yeah.
Each individual case is based on their specific location and where they're located in reference to where our tower site is for this
Right.
transmission to happen.
And after we build out this first site and get it paid for, and believe me, this was not a cheap endeavor to get started. But once we get this site built out, you know, we'll go out and look for those communities. And out there where I was at Zinc Road, I passed probably 20 houses that, you know, I don't think had internet at all, but maybe dial-up. So, you know, that community out there that'd be good. And if we can get, you know, 10 to 20 people in a little community that could benefit from this, we'll, you know, build out. It's worth it for us to do
And
that.
what you mean by build out is put a tower
Yep.
that can see Boat Mountain, and then from the new
And it
tower,
bounce-
will
Yeah, and then we
transmit
bounce
that.
it
I gotcha.
from
Okay.
there. So then they're pointing their radios towards the local tower, and then we have a repeater to both
Gotcha.
of them.
And that's basically what we do here at
Yeah.
our office. We have a tower on top of our building, and we can't see on from the rooftop Boat Mountain, but we have a tower that will see it, so it transmits everything
Okay.
in that direction. So anyway,
Fascinating. It's way
It's-
above my head.
yeah.
It's fascinating.
well, I think it's it's a long time coming for a lot of people that have been frustrated for so long, and a lot of that frustration, they've just taken it
Yeah.
and said, I'm just going to deal with it. But you don't have to do that now. There is an alternative.
And another thing that we didn't even mention was, you know, a lot of people first thing ask me, well, how much can I download? What's my data limit? You know, when you're talking about wireless providers, Verizon, AT&T, they're going to limit you on how
Right.
much your data. We do not limit your data. You can stream all day long, and I have customers watching their security cameras all the time from their office when they're at home. So, yeah, it's not going to hurt you at all to do that. So.
Wow.
All right, good information. And if you want more information, you can call the station here, 870-741-4891. Go to our homepage, Hometown Television is the Facebook page. You can go there and leave a message there for any of us, or you can go to, I don't even know what's it called? Rural
Hometown TV's rural broadband. We don't really
Rural
have a
broadband.
good name, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll figure that out.
Or just, you can go to our website, www.hometowntv.net, and leave a message there. And we're always open to talk to you, our customers, about anything that you want to talk about. We have people call about, you know, we were off there for about an hour yesterday, so we had several calls about that. So, and there was a reason for it. I'm like, well, I don't know. But, anyway, thanks for watching. If you'd like to be a part of our show, you can contact us at those contact numbers, or at the end of the show, we'll give you more information. If you want to be a part of the show here, get information out about things that are happening in and around the Harrison and Mountain Home area, we'll be glad to schedule you on the show and get you on and talk about that. Thanks, Ann.
Thank you, Dan.
And she's not going to be here next time because she's going on her vacation. So another one. Like, this is the 4th or 5th one this year, so I'm not sure.
Whatever.
Okay. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again next time.